Good morning friends. Welcome to online lecture series. I am Ritesh Pandya and today we start a new chapter of your chemistry 501. That is unit number 1 wave mechanics. This chapter contains 14 marks in your university exam. So before start this chapter I will discuss some basics and some important topics which are covered in wave mechanics. So first one is operator and types of operator. Then second one is particle in one dimensional box. Then after particle in three dimensional box. Then after particle in rectangular box. And next degeneracy and energy levels. Degeneracy and energy levels in one dimensional as well as in three-dimensional box. Then after Schrodinger equation in polar coordinate. Schrodinger equation in polar coordinate, and it is also known that a wave equation for hydrogen atom. Then after next separation of different variables. Separation of variable in Schrodinger equation. Separation of variable in Schrodinger equation. There are three variables r, theta and phi. Then after some examples regarding this chapter. So this is the simplest and easiest chapter of your chemistry 501 paper. It is unit number 1 and this chapter contains 14 marks. This is the main points which are covered in this chapter. So before start this chapter, we must have knowledge about some mathematical procedure like differentiation, integration, and some basic math rule. Okay, because of this chapter contain many more mathematical calculations. So before start this chapter, I will write some mathematical expression which are used in this chapter. So first of all, you should know that all general mathematical differentiation and integration formula. Okay. The first formula is d by dx of x to the power n is equal to n x to the power n minus 1. Ready? So what is d by dx? D by dx is differentiation of the power x to the n is equal to n x to the power n minus 1. Here x is variable, n is power, and d by dx is mathematical procedure. It is called differentiation. So differentiation of x to the power n is equal to n x to the power n minus 1. Like this, d by dx of x cube. D by dx of x cube is equal to, here value of n is equal to 3. So n remains 3 into x to the power n minus 1 is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 3x square. So the value of d by dx x cube is equal to 3x square. Another example, d by dx of x to the power 6 is equal to, so the value of n is equal to 6. So 6 into x to the power 6 minus 1 is equal to 6x to the power 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. Okay, so this is the first formula. D by dx of x to the power n is equal to nx to the power n minus 1. Second one is d by dx of function sin x. D by dx of function sin x is equal to cos x. Here function sin is converted into cos. Then after d by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. D by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. Then after logarithm, simple logarithm e base x to the power n. Logarithm e base x to the power n is equal to, here n comes from here, so it means n log e base x, n log e base x, like this, log x to the power 3 e base is equal to 3 log e base x, 3 log e base x. So this is the mathematical differentiation formula which are used in wave mechanics. Then after next, integration. This is the sign of integration. Okay, so first integration of 1 into dx. Integration of 1 into dx. Here x is variable. If variable is y, then d by dy. If variable is z, then d by dz. Okay, so integration of 1 into dx is equal to simple x. Integration of 1 into dx is equal to simple x. Then after integration of sin x into dx. Integration of sin x into dx is equal to minus cos x. Here d by dx of sin x is equal to only cos x. But why? This is the differentiation of sin x. But in y, integration of sin x is equal to minus cos x. Then after integration of cos x into dx is equal to only sin x. Integration of cos x into dx is equal to only sin x. Why? Differentiation of cos x is equal to minus sin x. In both process, differentiation and integration, one function is converted into another function. Okay? Then after conversion of sin square alpha, the value of sin square alpha is equal to 1 minus cos 2 alpha, 1 minus cos 2 alpha divided by 2. Sin square alpha is equal to 1 minus cos 2 alpha divided by 2. And then after next, sin alpha into sin beta is equal to, sin alpha into sin beta is equal to 1/2 into bracket cos alpha minus beta minus cos alpha plus beta. Okay, so this is the basic mathematical formulas which are used in wave mechanics. You should must have knowledge of that. This is the simple integration and differentiation. First one is d by dx of x to the power n is equal to n x to the power n minus 1. Second one is d by dx of sin x is equal to cos x. Third one is d by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. Then after logarithm e base x to the power n is equal to n log e base x. Okay, then after integration of 1 into dx is equal to 1 dx. Integration of sin x is equal to minus cos x. Integration of cos x in dx is equal to only sin x. While conversion of sin into cos, sin square alpha is equal to 1 minus cos 2 alpha divided by 2, and sin alpha into sin beta is equal to 1/2 cos alpha minus beta minus cos alpha plus beta. So first thing of this chapter is operator. So what do we mean by operator? An operator is symbol or rule. An operator is symbol or rule for certain mathematical procedure that transfer one function into another function. One function into another function. So what is the definition of operator? An operator is symbol or rule for certain mathematical procedure that transfer one function into another function. So what is the work of operator? Operator is operate on function. Operator is operate on function and it convert into another function. Like this, suppose d by dx of sin x. So the value of d by dx of sin x is equal to cos x. So here d by dx is mathematical procedure which operate on function sin x and gives another function, that is cos x. So what is the role of operator? Operator is operate on function and convert into another function. So operator is nothing but it is a mathematical procedure. Like a suppose second example, suppose we take any value like 25. So 25 is a mathematical value. Now we take under on 25. So under root of 25 is equal to 5. So here 25 is a mathematical value. Under root is mathematical procedure. Take convert 25 into another value 5. So here under root is a mathematical procedure and this mathematical procedure in quantum mechanics is called operator. This mathematical procedure in quantum mechanics known as an operator. Suppose next example, integration of cos x into dx. So here integration is mathematical procedure. Cos x is function. Integration of cos x is equal to minus sin x. Sorry, only sin x. Integration of cos x is equal to only sin x. So here cos function is converted into sin. Therefore, what do you mean by operator? An operator is symbol or rule for certain mathematical procedure that transform one function into another function. So here role of operator is operate on function. Operator is operate on function and convert this function into another function and convert this function into another function. So operator is nothing but it is a mathematical procedure. Operator is any mathematical procedure like d by dx, under root, cube root, integration. Next, logarithm is also one type of operator. So logarithm, we take a logarithm of 2. So value of log 2 is equal to 0.3010. Value of log is equal to 0.3010. So 2 is any mathematical value. 0.3010 is also another mathematical value. While we take log on 2, it convert another value. So log is mathematical procedure. And this mathematical procedure in quantum mechanics is called operator. So first definition of operator. And what is operator? Operator is nothing but it is a mathematical procedure that operate on function and convert into another function. So the basic rule of operator is first operator in left hand side, then after function is equal to it convert into another function. Okay. So how we denote operator? So secondary denotation of operator. How we denote operator? Or how can I write operator? So symbol used for denotation is operator is capital A, capital B, capital C. This is the symbol which are used to symbolize operator. And main thing is head on. Main thing is head on. Otherwise, it is also called K. This is the head or K. So symbol used for denotation operator is A cap, B cap, C cap. Okay. And symbol used for denotation of function is equal to fx. Suppose there is one function, then fx. If two functions, then first one is fx and second one is gx. If third, then fx, gs, hx. This is the symbol which are used to denote operator. Capital A cap, capital B cap, C cap, and denotation of function is fx, gs, hx, etc. Okay. So in this first unit, this is the first theory, this is the simple definition, and this is the work of operator. Operator function and it convert into another function. So next types of operator. Types of operator. Types of operator. So here in your syllabus there is 8 types of operator. First, addition and subtraction operator. First operator is addition and subtraction operator. Second one is multiplication operator. Second one is multiplication operator. Third one is linear operator. Third one is linear operator. Then after fourth one is vector operator. And it is also known as del operator. Del. And it is also known as del operator. The sign used for denote del operator is inverted triangle. This is the sign of del. Next one is Laplacian operator. Laplacian operator, and it is also called a del square operator, and it is also called del square. The sign of del square is, then after fifth, sixth one is momentum operator. Momentum operator. Then after seventh, Hamiltonian. Hamiltonian operator. And last one is commutator operator. Commutator operator. Okay. So in your syllabus there are 8 types of operator. First one is addition and subtraction. Second one is multiplication. Third one is linear operator. Fourth one is vector operator or del operator. Then after fifth one is Laplacian operator or del square operator. Then after sixth, momentum operator, Hamiltonian operator, and last one is commutator operator, and it is also known as commutative property. Commutative property. Okay, so there are 8 types of operator in your syllabus. First we discuss about addition and subtraction operator in details. Addition and multiplication operator. So the denotation of operator is, suppose A, then AK. If two operator, one is A and second one B, then BK. These two are operators, means added or subtracted. Okay, so the mathematical expression of addition operator is AK plus BK. Addition of AK plus BK on function fx. Here AK and BK is operator and function is fx. So the mathematical expression for addition operator is AK plus BK. Addition of both operator which operate on function fx is equal to AK fx plus BK fx. Okay, so this is the mathematical expression for addition operator. Same as for subtraction operator is AK minus BK fx is equal to AK fx minus BK fx. So this is the mathematical expression for subtraction operator. Here only sign is same, plus sign is converted into minus sign here and here. Ready? So only sign is change. This is the mathematical expression of addition, and this is the mathematical expression of subtraction operator. Okay, so in question, if two operators are given, first A and second B, and ask you to prove that both operators are additional or not. So if two operators are follows this condition, then both operators are additional. While if two operators are does not follow this condition, then these two operators are not additional. Suppose here the value of LHS left hand side is equal to right hand side, then both operators are additional. Both operators are additional, otherwise it is not additional. So here value of left hand side into bracket AK plus BK into fx is equal to right hand side AK fx plus BK fx. If LHS does not equal to RHS, it means both operators are not additional. Ready? Similarly, in subtraction, the value of LHS is equal to RHS, then these two both operators are a subtraction operator. If LHS is not equal to RHS, then both operators are not subtracted operators. Okay, so now the basic definition of addition operator is, if the sum of two operators operated on function which gives same result as that of which gives same results that of the sum of function which operated by two operators individually. Ready? So this is the basic definition of additional operator. Here, if the sum of two operators operated on function, it means the sum of two different operators AK plus BK. Sum of two different operators operated on function, which gives same result that sum of two function the sum of function which operated by two operators individually. Here, in this case, we have two different operators in one function. We have two different operators AK and BK, and only one function, that is fx. So the value of LHS is equal to RHS. It means both operators are additional. Otherwise, it is not additional. Okay. So we have take an example for better understanding these topics. For detailed knowledge of additional operator, we take in examples. The question is, prove that AKF is equal to log E base, BKF is equal to dy dx, and function fx is equal to x square. Then prove that AKF and BKF both are additional or not? Question 1. So the question is, AKF is equal to log E base, BKF is equal to dy dx, and function fx is equal to x square. Then prove that both operator AKF and BKF both are additional or not. So in this case, first write the mathematical expression of additional operator. So for additional operator, the mathematical expression is AK plus BK fx is equal to AK fx plus BK fx. Okay. So the value of left hand side LHS is equal to AK plus BK fx. Now put the value of AK, BK and fx. So the value of AKF is log E base plus the value of BKF is dy dx, and the value of fx is x square. So is equal to, here x square multiplying is bracket log E base x square plus dy dx of x square. So LHS is equal to log E base x square. Here 2 is come from here. So 2 log E base x plus dy dx of x square. It means 2 h to the power 2 minus 1. 2 x to the power 2 minus 1 is equal to 2 log E base x plus 2x. So the value of LHS is equal to 2 log E base x plus 2x. Now the value of RHS. Right hand side is a cap fx plus b cap fx. Now the value of a cap is along a base into fx is x square plus b cap is d by dx and fx is x square is equal to 2 log a base x plus 2x. So here we can see that the value of LHS and when the value of RHS both are equal. Here LHS is equal to RHS. It means both operator a cap and b cap are additional operator. Both operator a cap and b cap are additional operator. Therefore, a cap and b cap are additional operator. Okay. So this is the first question. So then a cap, b cap and fx is additional or not? The marks of this question is 2 marks. Simple question asked in university's exams. Like this type: additional or not, subtraction or not, multiplication, the value of multiplication operator linear or not. Okay. So this question 22 marks and this is the easiest sum. You should knowledge have some differentiation and some basic mathematical formulas for better understanding these topics. Okay. So the next question is prove that. So the next question is prove that a cap is equal to under root. A cap is equal to under root. B cap is equal to d by dx. And fx is equal to 4x square. Then prove that a cap and b cap are additional or no? Question mark. Okay. So here the value of a cap is equal to under root. Under root is also mathematical procedure and it is a mathematical procedure in where we can use for quantum mechanics is called operator. So a cap is equal to under root, b cap is equal to d by dx and a function fx is equal to 4x square. Then prove that both a cap and b cap both are additional or not. So first, this sum we write mathematical expression of additional operator. So for additional operator, a cap plus b cap fx is equal to a cap fx plus b cap fx. So the value of LHS is equal to a cap plus b cap into fx into bracket a cap plus b cap into fx. Now put the value of a cap and b cap. A cap is equal to under root plus b cap is d by dx and fx is equal to 4x square. So the value of LHS will be now here 4x square multiply into bracket is equal to under root into for x square plus dy dx of for x square. So the value of under root for x square is 2x plus dy dx of for x square. It means 2 comes from here and 2 minus 1. It means 2 into h to the power 2 minus 1. It means 1. 2 into. Okay, so 2x plus 4 into 2, 8x is equal to 8x. So the value of LHS will be 10x. Now RHS, right hand side, is equal to 8k fx plus bk fx. So the value of 8k is under root fx for x square plus bk dy dx of for x square is equal to 2x plus 8x is equal to 10x. Okay. So here LHS is equal to RHS. It means AK and DK both are additional operators.